All right, y'all, welcome back, Bear Down. And I said before the season started I was going to update my unbiased best of the best quarterback rankings, lineman rankings, linebacker, each positional. I did positional grades before the season started, and I did my prediction where they'd all stand. I said in the bye week I would do this, and then I'm going to do it again in the mini bye week, which basically breaks it down 1/3 of the season, 2/3 of the season, then after the season, see where we stood. And I'm going to link that. I'll link that in the description here. I'm going to go full-blown mode here. These are going to be quicker videos, but I'm going to do one every 8 hours leading into the weekend. So I'll do one now. I'm going to release one tonight after Thursday Night Football. Tomorrow I'll release 3 of them. I'm going to pound all these out. I'm going to get all of them out, and you guys can see where each position stands with my rankings and how I do them. I do them without prejudice, I guess, without favoritism, based purely on stats. And I know there's more to stats, but this is something I like to do to be able to show that. So here's your 4 quarterbacks. We're going to start with the quarterback position. 4 quarterbacks from the NFC North. Before the season started, I said it would be Jared Goff, Caleb Williams 2, J.J. McCarthy 3, and Jordan Love 4. And I know a lot of people were upset. This is in June. A lot of people were upset saying, I'm too biased against Jordan Love. But I tell you guys, I have a basis for this. He's very inaccurate. He's in a system. Malik Willis even came in and showed that he can play just as well as Jordan Love can play in that system. But I am going to give Jordan Love a little bit of props. Each quarterback can improve. They can digress. They can work themselves out of the league. They can work themselves. They can pull a Geno Smith, and they can work into the Seahawks starting quarterback. Not a great example because now he's having a down year. But they can improve. They can digress. Jordan Love has been terrible, but I'm going to show here he is actually improving, so it gives me a little bit of concern that we might have a quarterback problem in our hand with the Packers if he can continue to do well. So here's how I grade my quarterbacks. I'll give basis for why I grade each position, where I grade them, and what I do for them. So poor pass is actually included in adjusted completion, so I'm going to take poor pass away out of there. Adjusted completion percentage of aimed passes thrown on target. It's just how accurate. Accuracy is what adjusted completion percentage is. Fourth quarter is their plus and minus from every drive in the fourth quarter. I give a +3 for touchdown, +2 for field goal, a -1 for a punt, a -2 for a turnover on downs, and a -3 for a turnover that's an interception or a fumble. And then the third criteria is NFL passer rating. So here's where they stood last year heading into the year. And this is where I said Jordan Love was on my down on my list because he wasn't an accurate passer. 72.9 was very low in the league. And his fourth quarter discrepancy, -6 for him. And so that was very poor. So I'm going to jump right into this. I'm going to show where these guys stand through 6 weeks. Let me get this out of the way. Boop. I'll slide me over a little bit. And it's kind of interesting. So it's right where I said it would be. Just subtract J.J. McCarthy out and Sam Darnold. But it's a lot closer than you would expect. But it's only 6 weeks in. We got a whole season to play out. But Caleb Williams leads the way out of these 4 quarterbacks with a 76.1% adjusted completion percentage. Also leads the way with a fourth quarter. He's +13 in the fourth quarter. Jordan Love, though, is +8. So that's big improvement for Jordan Love. He's just not as accurate, but he is leading his team. Part of that is coaching. Part of that is the system. I get that. But in years past, last year, he's only been the starting quarterback 2023 and 2024. It was very negative for him. So that shows improvement on Jordan Love's part. So I'm going to give him some props where props are due, but he's still a poor passer. He still can't hit the broadside of a barn. So you can see Caleb Williams on adjusted completion percentage, number 1. Jared Goff right behind him. And that's down for Jared Goff. Last year, he had a 78% adjusted completion percentage. But his NFL passer rating is still high. And NFL passer rating is a combination of completions, attempts, turnovers, touchdowns, all of your quarterback metrics. It's just not taking into consideration accuracy. So he's still playing well. For NFL passer rating, Jared Goff is number 1, Sam Darnold is number 2, then Jordan Love number 3, and that's where Caleb Williams is number 4. But you would expect that from a rookie quarterback coming into the league. It has to ramp up. In fact, it's gotten better and better every week for him. So it's looking very good there for him. Sorry about the phone. So I've got a total overall, if you look below the logo of each team and the ranking where they stand after 6 weeks, you can see 2 for Caleb Williams and a 5.47 grade. This is my grading scale, and I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people, but I'm going to show it here. Here's the grading scale I use. This is on the right side. That's all the weeks and what they did in the fourth quarter for those weeks. I think fourth quarter is very important. I've used it before. I used it before Caleb even came to the league, so I wasn't trying to bias him. That's very important for your team. Matt Eberflus even talked about that at the Combine, having a leader that can take your team in the fourth quarter down and have comebacks. So you can see each quarterback, adjust completion percentage, fourth quarter, NFL passer rating, and then I do my grading scale on each of those, and this is where they stand after 6 weeks. So let me know if that stands with where you guys think they should be, if there's some bias here, because this is supposed to be the unbiased video. Jordan Love, though, I'm giving him some props. His fourth quarter play so far, his ability to come back. He led the league last year in turning the ball over with the game on the line in the fourth quarter. So that was very poor. So if he continues to do this, as we know right now, the entire NFC North is loaded. You've got every team with at least a 4-2 record. 4-2 record is fourth place in the division. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough with these guys. This is a stacked division, and these gradings are against each other, against the other quarterbacks within the division. So I thought this was interesting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if this stands where you think it would stand, if any of these surprise you. But I'll have the next one. Wide receivers will be out tonight after Thursday Night Football.